A place where I'm missing can be. If you're looking for a real church, come to God's perfect will, yeah. House by God's perfect will, come to God's perfect will. Oh, 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 oh. Come on over, come on over, come on over, come on over, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. House by God's perfect will, come to God's perfect will, where the come to God's perfect will, if you're looking for will.
Plead my case, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold the shield and the buckler, and stand up for my help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Today. And I learned that sometimes you, in order not to get in a fight, you just don't do nothing. But if you really start to, anything you will try to progress in life, it's going to be a fight. Anytime you try to make an advancement in life, it's a fight. Yes. Go to school. It's a fight to get your tuition money. Amen. Try to get a job, new job. It's a fight to go and get an application, go online. Try to move. Get to buy a better house. It's a fight. Every time you try to make an advancement in life, be ready for a fight. Forwardness brings on fights. Automatic fights. Advancement, automatic fights. You will fight, keep fighting until you get there. And people say, well, why is it? Because the enemy don't fight, you don't fight nothing that's moving. If you lay down and die or play dead, a dog won't even bite you. But once you start running, he's going to start chasing you. That's why they say with wild animals, lay down there and play dead. They sniff you, but you're not even a challenge. Because you ain't making no advancement. They want something they can catch. Same way with the devil. The reason why he ain't messing with them over there, because they ain't moving forward. They ain't doing nothing. I see people who live the most craziest life. I see the most, and let me say this, I see the most raggediest people, raggediest dudes, get the baddest women. I see guys that don't even halfway serve God. Get folk. Don't even see him. Ain't claiming no Jesus. Ain't praying over nothing. Amen. And they get the good stuff. Amen. And me who righteous and gonna treat you right and cut your toenails and everything. I mean that. Pamper you. Oh, you a sucker. You weak. But the dude that give you 2 pieces and a biscuit, you want them. But it's a fight. It's a fight to be right. It's a fight to be moral. Now wrong is right. Good, bad is the new good. It's a fight. Every time you try to make any advancement in life, you're going to have to strive. And when you're striving, that means you are always opposed. The scriptures say, those who strive. David said, why are these folk coming after me all the time? What did I do? And he asked him, God, will you fight against those who fight against me? Will you help me? God, will you stand up for me? Will you be my shield and buckler? And will you be a spear to stop them people from coming and attacking me? Because every time I try to make a move, they fight me. And let me say this, that's what makes those who are successful and winners and losers. The fight, the process. Can you stand up to be attacked? Because see, nowadays, we so weak-minded, first time somebody say something, we get out the race. First time we got opposition. You know, honestly, with all we went through, even this thing, I ain't never seen warfare. Even secular people said, I ain't never seen nothing like that in all my 30 years. They say, I ain't never seen it like that. And she don't know that it's spiritual warfare. Amen. No, it shouldn't be this difficult. It shouldn't be this hard. We shouldn't be going through all this rigmarole. We should, and every time, and let me say this, every time the enemy every time you will say the end to this matter, I see resurrection happen. Every single time they say dead cat in the water, cat still come back alive. But that's the blessing. That means you got purpose. And whatever the devil is, if I had to know, God, it gotta be something crazy you ready to do if you're gonna make us wait and go through all this mess. For what is the devil we got on this church that you trying to stop us? So you couldn't kill us out with the money. Couldn't kill me out with the personal issues. Couldn't kill me then. Now you're trying to stop us to advancing. You know, when you bless, when you start worrying about, when you start trusting in God, let me say this. Sometimes we cry over stuff and we fought for stuff. And sometimes when you fight so hard to get it, you never gotten it. And once you say, you know what? I ain't worrying about it. That's where it comes. That's right. And guess what? Now you don't care no more about it because you used to not having it. I didn't get excited I don't get excited when something, you gonna get this, you gonna get that. No, I learned I'd live without it, and then once I got it, I'm like, okay, if it ain't come, I don't care. I was living without it anyway. I mean, I'm glad, I'm happy to get it. Thank God. But then now, before when I used to worship it, I put it on the shelf with the rest of the junk I ain't had. Because I found out I didn't need that to live. And God proved to me, you don't need money to advance. You need favor. You need imagination. And what somebody got with money, God gave me with talent and ability to do and do better than what they were paid for. I keep saying to our ministry, what we don't get in dollar, we get in talent and favor. We got a lot of talented people in this church. You got a lot of people who got a lot of gifts. I know we in a wilderness situation. When you're in a wilderness situation, it's hard for you to show forth what you can do in a wilderness situation. It's a fight. Like I said, everything you do, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm ready to fight everything. But God had to tell me this. Learn what to fight and what. Because let me say this. When you've been in a fight so long, you got to learn to come out the foxhole. Yeah. And God had to lean on me and say, okay, all right, you've been in the war. Some fights you got to give up. Some fights you got to stop fighting. Sometimes you don't know when to stop fighting because you always fighting somebody. And the battle over, and you still shooting your guns off in the air, and everybody went home to their own country. And then after a while, God had to tell me, dummy, you don't got to be down there no more. Put your gun down. Because I've been in fight mode. And sometimes you don't know how to, when you're in fight mode so much, you don't know how to celebrate when victory comes. Because some people don't understand when you're fighting so hard and you're fighting so much, you wait for somebody to come and come with the band and cheer you on. Guess what they ain't gonna do? Because they don't know what the hell you went through. I'm waiting for people to say, hey, you got to throw yourself a party. And you ain't got to do nothing real great. God said, well, I said, Lord, I finally got a piece of change. He said, well, celebrate it. I'm old. You finally got something you can just go out, buy your pair of something, tennis shoes or something. Just to celebrate, I can buy me a pair of tennis shoes. Amen. And buy a good pair. Don't buy nothing cheap. Get you something new. Name brand for once. I mean, in fact, I said, I'm going to buy me some name brand bread for once. I got some money. I know it's higher. I know that extra $1 more. I'm just celebrating I can buy me a piece of name bread. I'm going back to, matter of fact, I stopped eating bread because I don't want to be fat no more. So, but I at least bought it to say I bought it and put it in the freezer. Maybe one day I want a nice piece of toast and I ain't got that cheap bread that if you don't cook it or toast it, it's already hard. You know, you put the jelly on it to soften it up. That's a trick for people who are dealing with old bread. What you do? You finally saying, Lord, get me out of survival mode. I'm tired. See, one thing about it, when you're in a fight, you're so used to battling, you used to surviving. When you're in a war, you thank God you just happen. And God don't stop getting out of survival mode. I'm just glad I was able to pay my rent. Huh? I'm just happy I can pay my bills. I want to be more than just paying my bills. I'm glad to just go home and watch a little. I don't want to watch TV. I want to go out to dinner somewhere. Stop saying I'm just happy to be poor. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm all right. As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. You don't need nobody else. But I want something fine on my arm, something I can go out and lunch, something good to look at. I don't be walking in the door by myself all the time. I'm going to a party I took my sister with. You want somebody, she ain't want to be with me and I don't want to be with her. This is all we had. So we might well ride together. We trying to save gas money, that's all. But you do want to come in the door with somebody behind you. And I'm saying, let me say this. I'm talking about those who you just got something, yeah, you want peace. I'm talking about those who've been out there for a long time. And then after a while, after a certain amount of time, you like, no, wait a minute, hold up. It's starting to look bad. I ain't talking about nothing just happening. And we just got, yeah, you don't want nothing like that. But it's still a fight. Anytime you're going to advance in life, it's a fight. But Jesus, Bible said we are more than conquerors. Conquerors. I don't want to be a conqueror because conquerors only win battles, but they don't own them. I want to be a king because a king is a conqueror, but he get to own what he takes. A conqueror, all he do is just ravish and destroy stuff. Yeah, he conquered it, but he don't own it. Jesus said we are more than that. We just more than taking territory and don't own nothing. I don't want to take a territory. I want to own something. I want this church to own. That's my motto is to own everything we got. Amen. Well, God owned it. It's his stuff. Because we naked we come in, naked we gonna leave out anyway. Amen. You can be Trump, but he gonna buy when Michael Jackson, that same van, they didn't wash a pretty van for Michael Jackson when he passed away. He didn't have no rhinestones on the rims. He went that same raggedy one that Buki man got shot in the head with the day before. They didn't clean that. They didn't clean the morgue valve for him. They threw him right on in there with Buki Man. So you're only here for a certain amount of time. But this life is going to be a battle. You're going to have to fight to get anything. Guess what? You finally get that job. You fight to get that job.
Hi, I'm Pastor Terry Allen. And if you're looking for a real church, come on out to God's Perfect Will Ministries, where you'll be welcomed with an intimate environment, a spirit-filled atmosphere. The Word of God is preached in love. Also visit us on our website for exciting upcoming events and announcements, and you can join us as a covenant partner. Always remember, God's Perfect Will Ministry, a place where a misfit can fit. Now back to the message.
Then when you get to the job, you got a fool trying to get you off the job. You got to fight on the job. You fought to get the job, prayed and shouted and fell over the altar. God, I want to be the manager. And soon you get there, you got fighting folk that don't like you. And they mad because you do things better than them or you just look better than them. Folk I hate you for the smallest thing. Oh, she thinks she cute. No, you think I'm cute. That's why you're mad. And let me say something to you. When I walk in victory, and when I'm going to make my boast in the Lord, and they going to think, Pastor Terry, I think he all that. Yes, I do. I'm think I'm all that when I was broke, and I'm going to think I'm all that when I got money. And I ain't going to say it. I'm going to do more stuff to make you real mad. You hate me anyway. That's why I tell folk I ain't got to be in your club. Let me say something to you. Every time you get something, the devil only going to fight what's valuable. He ain't going to fight nothing that you don't want. And when you start to advance, go to your job, starting to move up in the ladder, you always going to find haters. When you walk in the room, and notice something, everybody that ain't got no ambition, it's easy for them to assimilate in the crew. It's easy for them to see. If you don't want no trouble, don't do nothing. If you don't want nobody to talk about you, don't advance. Don't be normal. Step in mediocrity. Just be regular. Don't wear no shiny shoes. Don't do your hair up. Don't be flashy now. Come in a jail uniform like everybody else do. Don't wear nothing different, because as soon you make a mark to change, you're going to be attacked. If everybody wears